Hey loves, bonjour, mabuhay, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to share with you my birthday gift that came from Louis Vuitton. So if you're interested to know what this item is, just stay tuned. Hey loves, welcome back. So, as you have seen, I'm going to share with you my birthday gift. It is not a big birthday gift, but it is something that I really wanted to have for quite a while, but didn't manage to get it, or debating, hesitating, and at the end, my hubby has offered this to me. Just a few disclaimer, my birthday was last November, so it's been a while that I have my birthday gift that I haven't opened yet because I wanted to share it with you guys here. So without further ado, I'm going to unbox it, a live unboxing, and then I'm going to tell you why I wanted this, the reason why, and also just to show you what it looks like and my first impression of the item, as well as my experience at the boutique. So let's head on to the reveal. Okay, so I'm going to split this video in different chapters. I'm going to start off by sharing with you the specs of this passport holder, and specifically this one. And then afterwards, I'm going to quickly share with you why I have opted for this precise passport holder. And then lastly, I'm going to let you know why I have opted for a Louis Vuitton passport holder instead of other luxury brands passport holder. I'll start off by giving you the specs of this passport holder. So I'm just going to share with you first from which collection this one came from. So this passport holder is from the Snow Show capsule, starring the house's emblematic mascot, Vivienne, as you can see in here. This passport holder is crafted from the signature monogram canvas, as you can see all over, and it is decorated with illustrations of LV snowflakes, as you can see there, and then also at the back, so snowflakes there, and also an adorable polar bear. So as you can see, this playful design, so Vivienne is playing, has a azure frost leather lining, so kind of like a baby blue one. So the inside is in a leather, and as you can see, it is fitted with two flying pockets. So I suppose by this flying pockets, I will be able to put two passports in it. And then as you can see, it has card slots as well, 4 in total, and then also another flat pocket in here to keep travel essentials organized. And then this precise passport holder, as you can see, has the Vivienne stamp, and I have the one made in France. So quick details about the height, width, and length of this passport holder. So the height is 14 centimeters, the width is 2.5 centimeters, and then the length is 10 centimeters. So as like I have mentioned, this is a monogram azure frost. It is a coated canvas, as you can see everywhere, and then it is grained cowhide leather lining, so the inside, and then like I mentioned, 4 card slots, flat pockets, and 2 flying pockets. And then the one that I have, also I have personalized it, so as you can see, you have my initials there, and since I have purchased this in Brussels, I also requested for the Brussels stamps. And the price tag is 390 euros for this passport holder. Now I'm going to quickly share with you why I have opted for this specific passport holder. To be honest, at first I wanted the classic monogram canvas, so without all these illustrations, and then the inside is in the color brown, like my desk agenda. I'm just going to show it to you here on the side. So the desk agenda, my desk agenda looks like this. So this is the normal, let's say, classic monogram canvas without any illustrations, and then the inside, as you can see in here, it's in brown. unlike the passport holder that I got, is in sky blue. So yeah, I wanted the classic one because first and foremost, it's a lot cheaper than this version, and then secondly, it's let's say more versatile. For me, in my perception, it's more versatile because if ever I'll travel during the summer season or even in winter season, there won't be any significance because it's just a normal canvas. So without, unlike this one, you have, let's say, winter vibes in it. So if I have this and then I travel in summer, it's like, oh, come on, winter vibes during summer. So yeah, but it's more me just thinking that way. And then the holiday collection came out and I saw their passport holder. There are 2 or 3 if I'm not mistaken, but this is the one that really caught my eye because first and foremost, I love the idea of Vivian playing in here. It kind of like reminded me of me and my hubby, you know, just playing around. And then the second thing that really, you know, I liked about this specific one is that very cute polar bear, right? Am I right or am I wrong? So yeah, I really think that that polar bear is very cute and very innocent, and in a way kind of like reminded me of my son, that innocent look. So yeah, and then lastly, the inside, the color Azure Frost, a baby blue. It's also reminded me of the fact that I had a baby boy. So yeah, a lot of, let's say, illustrations and all the details in here gave me more of, let's say, attachment to it. So yeah, so at the end, I was like, okay, this is really nice. But I was still hesitating because, like I've mentioned, the winter vibes. And if ever I bring this and I go on a summer vacation, I was like, oh, come on, winter vibes in the summer vacation. But my hubby told me, no, it's nice because you will have the souvenir of the fact that this was purchased in 2024, and then it also will give you the reminder of, like I've mentioned, the fact that it kind of reminded me of my hubby and I, my son, that cute little face, and then the color blue. So all in all, it was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. And that also, at the end of the day, my hubby also told me, if you want, I can offer this to you for your birthday. And I was like, oh, that will be perfect. So in the end, that is really the reason why I have opted for this specific passport holder instead of the classic LV signature monogram canvas. And now I'm going to share with you the reason why I have opted for a Louis Vuitton passport holder instead of other luxury brands passport holders, such as passport holders from Hermès, Chanel, Cartier, Dior, and so on and so forth. In short, I wanted the Louis Vuitton one because I will be able to request this. I don't know if you can see what I mean. I'm going to put it up close. That's one. Just for info, if ever you travel anywhere in the world and there's an LV boutique and they have the monogramming stamping available at the shop, you can go at the LV boutique with your passport holder, or even not just a passport holder. It could be, for example, your desk agenda and so on and so forth. And you can request for the city's stamp, like I did in here, Brussels stamps. If I'm not mistaken, there's also one in Antwerp. And I was like, you know what? That idea is very clever because it will really remind me that I have traveled to that country, and then it will be a very good souvenir, right? And the fact that I have traveled in different countries already and I don't have those souvenirs. Of course, I have souvenirs one way or another, but I mean, the idea is very unique and interesting. So I was like, okay, that is the very first and I think only reason why I wanted a passport holder, first and foremost, and secondly, why I wanted an LV passport holder. Because to be honest, I have my passport in here. And then whenever I have to give it to the person at the control, I just give it to them and then I put it back in my handbag, right? And anyways, now that I have a passport holder, if ever, I have to give my passport, I will take it out from the passport holder and give just the passport. Because I have heard that it's better to do it that way. Because apparently, some of you out there has some problems, meaning that when you give your passport with the passport holder, some controls tend to put the stickers here. Those stickers that's very hard to take off, and it can damage the leather lining. So I was like, okay, even though I have a passport holder now, if I have to give my passport, I will take it out and just give them the passport, so that if ever they're going to stick something like, something like this, it will be on the passport and not on the passport holder. So yeah, so just a little bit of info or heads up to you guys out there who has a passport holder as well. Just take out your passport and just give your passport, so you won't have any stickers on your passport holder. So yeah, that was really the reason why I wanted a passport holder, is the fact that I will be able to have the souvenirs on the different countries that I'll be traveling with an LV boutique, and where I can request the city's stamp. So yeah, that's the reason why an LV passport holder for this. So I can't wait, to be honest, to even go back to the different cities that I already went, that I really loved, and to be able to request I'm just going to put my passport in here, and going to request for the stamp. Because as you can see, I can fill it up everywhere here. I know it's a lot smaller than my desk agenda. I'm just going to show it here, because with the desk agenda, I really have a lot more space for the stamps. But of course, this is a passport holder, so it's a lot more significant to put those travel cities stamp in a passport holder than in a desk agenda, right? So yeah, so that's why I wanted an LV passport holder. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot to mention when I told you that I was debating between this specific passport holder and the classic monogram one. Well, I was actually at first hesitating to get either a passport holder or the pocket agenda cover, because the difference concerning the dimension is not that much. I think the pocket agenda cover is just a tad bit higher than this one, so I think 16 centimeters, so 2 centimeters more. But the width though, the pocket agenda is 2 centimeters, this is 2.5, so I mean, it doesn't change a lot. And then the length, this is a 10 centimeters and the pocket agenda cover is 9. So it was also a good option. Especially I saw some videos on YouTube that also mentions that they prefer the pocket agenda cover than the passport holder, because apparently you can put notes, or it has other advantages. But when I have purchased mine at the boutique, they don't have the pocket agenda available, so I wasn't able to compare it that well. I didn't have my passport with me as well, so I couldn't try the passport in the passport holder or in the pocket agenda cover that they don't have anyways. So yeah, at the end, my hubby told me pick the passport holder, because it's really for passports, unlike the pocket agenda. You're not 100% sure if it will be okay, even though I saw it on YouTube that the passport passes. And also the fact that I was eyeing that one is because it's a lot bigger, so maybe I will be able to have more stamps. But at the end of the day, I was like, I want stamps for the cities that I really want it to be featured in this passport holder. And also the other reason why I was eyeing the pocket agenda cover at first is that I wanted to put a little notebook on the side. So I have the passport on the other side and a little notebook, so if I wanted some notes, I can still use it even though I'm not traveling. Just take off the passport and use it as a notebook cover. But at the end, my hubby even told me, do you really write on notes? And I was like, no, not really. So I was like, you know what, take the passport holder, because it is meant for that. And I was like, okay, I will take the passport holder instead of the pocket agenda. So there you go. So now one last thing that I would like to share with you was my boutique experience, because hubby, like I've mentioned, gifted me for my birthday this passport holder, and we actually purchased it on the day of my birthday. So we went to the LV boutique in Brussels so that I will be able to check the item physically and, may request a stamp, which was the case in here. So all in all, the experience at the boutique was a-okay. Well, at least in Brussels though. Most of the time, I purchased my previous Louis Vuitton items in the Antwerp boutique or online. So this is really the first time that I have purchased something from the Brussels boutique, I think, or maybe a second time. But yeah, but for this case, it was at the Brussels boutique, and I actually reserved my appointment there, so we were welcomed without any problem. It was during the weekday, so in the morning there weren't any queue yet, so we were able to get in immediately, and we were also greeted by SAs there, and they told me that the person who will help me will come immediately. So we waited a few moments and so on and so forth. And then, yeah, I was quite lucky that they have this passport holder available to be seen and checked, because it could have been, sold out because it's a limited edition as well. But yeah, the only bummer though is that I wasn't able to see the pocket agenda cover. Like I have mentioned, that I was debating between the passport holder and the pocket agenda cover. And then yeah, but apart from that, the essay was very helpful. I also requested, I think, the agenda refill for my desk agenda, so it was really very nice. And then we went up on the second floor where they do the stamping, so I requested for my 6-key holder to have a Vivian stamp, so we was able to put the stamp on that. If I can show you a picture, I'm going to put it in the screen. So I was happy that he was able to do that, and then I was also happy that he was able to personalize my passport holder as well as put the Brussels stamp in here. So the stamp experience was great. The only thing though, to be honest, is that first and foremost, I think we've stayed there for more than 2 hours, and we were offered something to drink, but it was already at the end of our appointment. We've received coffee, so that was great. I will show you some clips. At first, I requested if they have champagne or something like that. In general, I never request champagne. I always request a Coke or a water or coffee or tea. But this time I was like, oh my gosh, it's my birthday, so let's celebrate it. And I've mentioned quite a few times that we were there for my birthday, but there weren't any, happy birthday, or I think the essay was so shy, so timid. I don't know. It's the first time that I was meeting him as well. I think he was a new one too, but okay. But I was like, okay, no problem. Coffee, it's perfect as well, because it was in the morning. But we were offered drinks quite late in comparison. Why I'm telling you this, because in comparison to other luxury brands where we went to, it was immediate. It was, it's part of the experience when you go to a luxury boutique. Maybe some of you didn't get that kind of experience, but I did in other boutiques and previous experience within Louis Vuitton as well. So I was like, okay, but no problem. We were still offered something, so I was grateful. The experience all in all was, like I mentioned, a-okay, because at the end I wanted to go to the loo, and apparently their toilet was out of service, and I was like, it's out of service? Where do you go to the toilet then? So I was like, okay, never mind. And then when I have received the packaging for my birthday gift and the refill that I have purchased, they were just put in the paper box. I have 2 paper boxes. So the first one is with the passport holder. You saw how it looks like. And the other one was just the Louis Vuitton paper bag, and he just put the refill, agenda refill, just like that, without any, beautiful packaging. And I was like, if I bought that one online, I'm sure I would have had a much better experience all in all, packaging and so on and so forth. So it was kind of like sad in a certain way to have that kind of experience. I know maybe some of you out there will be watching this video is like, oh, you're too much, Roma, you're so demanding and so on. I'm not demanding. It's the fact that I had a previous experience even with Louis Vuitton that was great. I wasn't expecting there was some surprises, but this time around I was like, and especially it's for my birthday. I have mentioned it a few times and I was like, and then in the same day, a few hours later, we passed by to Cartier, and out there, immediately, of course, the sales associate there knows us quite well. So when I told her, oh, it's my birthday, she was like, okay, let me open champagne for you and so on. So I think it's because she knows us, and then at Louis Vuitton, it's in USA, he doesn't know me and so on. But I think there should be still a minimum. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blabbering and just venting to you. But in short, I had a much better experience at the Louis Vuitton Antwerp boutique, as well as on online experience than the one in Brussels. So I hope Brussels will change. I gave them my feedback as well. I've contacted LV. So let's hope that it will change. If not for me, at least for other who will be passing by at the Brussels boutique. So there you have it. That was my experience at the Louis Vuitton Brussels boutique. So there you go, guys. That was my reveal and then my reasons of having the Louis Vuitton passport holder. I hope this video has entertained you in a certain way, and if that's the case, please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up as it will really help the algorithms of my channel. If you have any questions concerning the passport, concerning the boutique experience, and so on and so forth, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. And then lastly, if you're enjoying the contents of my channel but aren't subscribed yet, please feel free to click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. So until then, I hope you guys to stay safe and see you on my next video. Take care. Bye.